I've had some out-of-body experiences. I accessed the Akashic Records. The next 5 years, more light is coming to earth and you're going to feel more empowered in yourself. People started to connect more to their intuition, being able to communicate telepathically, being able to communicate with loved ones who have passed. I could see baby in the womb, and I spent time with my guides, planning my lifetime, choosing my parents, choosing my siblings. Instead of work to earn money, you will find out what inspires you and you'll start to do that work, and money will flow abundantly from that which you do. I am Natalie Namaste, and Namaste means that the light in me truly honors and sees the light in you. And I'm here today to be vulnerable, open, and share deeply with you. My intention is to inspire you and to help you to feel and experience the true being, the light that you are. My journey has been a powerful and up and down journey. I was born remembering that this isn't it. From a very young age, around about 5 or 6 years old, I have a strong memory that I was sitting in the back of my mother's car and I was looking out the window. I was looking at all the things that we have in this world, schools, buildings, people, and something inside of me welled up, and I asked this question to the universe: if there isn't all of this, all of these material things that I'm seeing, feeling, experiencing through the senses, what is there? And I had a deep and powerful experience where everything turned black. It was dark. And in that darkness, it felt so warm, so loving, and so light. I felt a love that is indescribable. I felt like I was held in a cocoon by the universe. And a part of me didn't really want to come back. I felt like this is home. And the place in which I find myself as a little girl in the back of my mom's car isn't the real home for me. But of course, I came out of that experience and was back. But it's that experience that I feel has driven me my whole life to uncover that which we truly are, which we already are. I've had some out-of-body experiences. I believe that out-of-body experiences are the same frequency and experience of a near-death experience. And I'm going to share some of them with you. Many of you are probably quite sensitive, you're empaths. You probably don't just feel your own emotions, but you're feeling others and the collective as well. For me, that's always been the case. I can see energy and colors around people. I can feel the pain that other people are going through, and I can feel their joy too. I can sense beyond this dimension, and I can also hear. I can hear messages from loved ones who have passed, from angels, from guides, comes through my mind and receiving it deeply into my heart. So I was at a retreat and we were doing some breath work. Now it was circular breathing, so they were guiding us not to pause at the top of the in-breath and not to pause at the bottom of the out-breath. And I just continued to breathe and breathe. And then my whole body started to feel like it was shaking from the inside, like pins and needles. And next moment, I left my body and I was in a place pre-birth. I was with angels, many, many angels, and a lot of light. And I could see myself growing as a baby in the womb. And I could see this light that I was connected to this baby. And I was also shown that I spent time with my guides, planning my lifetime, choosing my parents, choosing my siblings, planning out big and important events and experiences that my soul wanted to experience. And then I entered into the womb and I was born, and I don't really remember the birth, but I remember this feeling, this strong emotion of do not leave me, and crying from the inside of angels, don't leave me. I'm not ready. I don't feel like I'm ready to go to earth yet. It feels so dense. It feels so heavy. And I just felt them, and they said, we're never going to leave you. We're always going to be with you. And then I saw myself being held by my mother and surrounded by so many angels. And I could feel their love, and I could see that I remembered and knew that they were with me, and all was okay. And then I went back into my body because I was doing this breath work, and I had stopped breathing. I was not breathing, and I came back into a body that it felt cool, slow, everything was tight. And then I realized that the facilitators had put a feather and a rattle in my hands, and my hands were clutching them. And slowly, gently, I came around with this wonderful knowing that none of us are alone. We all have a team of guides and angels, of beings that are in a higher frequency realm. And just because we can't see them through our own eyes, and we can't hear them through our ears, or maybe we can't feel them, we've got to remember that they are here. They are in a higher frequency, and they are here to support us. And as we start to trust and communicate with them, for example, speaking to them, asking them, angels, guides, what would you like to share with me today? Or can you give me some direction on this or that? And you can write questions to them, and just the answers will be written through you. And the more you practice this, the more you trust, the more you open yourself up to higher frequencies. Just because we're here in the third dimension and we're in a body doesn't mean that we can't access the multi-dimensional layers that we truly are, because we are not just human. We are souls, we are light, we're incredible. And I want to share with you a deeper experience that I've had where I was taken to a past life, because when this happened, it's completely healed my current life. And I feel like when I share this with you, it's going to give you the ability to access your Akashic Records, your past lives, so that you can also heal. So what happened for me was I was in a yoga class, and we were on a 5-day detox. I was only drinking liquids, so my body was vibrating pretty high. I could feel my body was shaking. I could feel every single cell in my body. I could feel the energy. I could see all the light around myself and every other person. So I was pretty high frequency. And I went to this yoga class, not thinking anything, just it's a gentle yoga class. And next moment, I was in child's pose, where you have your forehead on the mat and just lying there, breathing and being. And all of a sudden, these images flashed through my mind, and I could feel a strong sense of fear and terror in my body. And I saw myself in a past life as a witch, and they had caught me. I'd been captured, and I was in a dark dungeon. It felt underground. There wasn't light coming in. And I felt like I'd been there for a while. I was frail. I was really thin and felt very sick. But I had this belief that everything's going to be okay. I'm going to get through this. And then they hung me by my hair. And I got to re-experience this. And it was painful to re-experience. And there were tears streaming from my eyes onto the yoga mat. My body was trembling and shaking. One of the yoga teachers came and just lay a hand on my back. I was obviously sobbing, probably making sounds. I wasn't very aware of my physical self because I was there in this past life. And it was healing. It was so deeply healing. When I came out of it, I felt different. I felt tingles in my hair. And this is probably like 10, 11 years ago. And before that, my hair would never grow past about this point to my shoulders. And after that, my hair completely changed. I started getting these curls, and my hair started growing. The memory and the pain of the past completely released my physical body, and I changed. I accessed the Akashic Records, which I believe to be a book of color, light, and images. And actually, I want to share with you what I've been shown, because this is going to inspire you and help you to see your Akashic Records. I helped someone to die. And the day when they were leaving their body, they started to use my mind and communicate with me. And so they were half in their body, half out. And they started saying, wow, I'm accessing incredible light. And then they said this to me. They said, when we die, our mind continues, our mind, our soul, we expand into light, and our soul is still there. And just at any thought that we have, we experience. So we think something and then we experience it. So whatever we've been thinking and attaching to while we've been alive, we continue that. Whatever we've been believing at the time of death is what we then experience. So if you believe that when you die, you're going to be met with loved ones that have passed, then you will be. If you believe that you're going to be connected to angels and light, then you will be. And so you have this moment of light and expansion, and you have this little moment of whatever the mind believed at the time of death. You have this little experience, and then all your guides and angels immediately come in and hold you and support you. Those of you, I basically been shown those who have died very tragically, suicide, a shock, trauma, unexpected death, are taken to like an incubator of light where their energy field is healed. So you experience healing. And then you get to see your Akashic Records, your book that holds all the experiences of your life. And I was shown that the book is not a book with pages, but rather that each page is like a frequency, and you get to relive and feel the emotions, not just of your own experience, but of everybody that you met and connected with. Oh, I've got goosebumps and energy and light moving through me as I share this with you. I hope that you're not just hearing the words, but also feeling it. And so you get to see your entire life. And it's like a movie. Each page is a movie. You feel it, you experience it. And every time that you've been unconditionally loving and kind, there is so much light that you feel and see in these pages. I call it love light. And if you have a lot of love light in your Akashic Records, you're most likely going to go and spend more of your soul time in higher frequency places, because you've really harnessed being love in a body. And that's what the angels and others have told me that have died, and my direct experience, out-of-body experiences I've been shown, that when we harness being love while being human, we kind of detach from the earthly experience, and we go and have other experiences in higher dimensions. You may choose to be a teacher or go learn different things and experience different colors, light, help other souls that when they pass, or maybe you become a guide soul where you help a particular person who's on earth and you guide them and support them. So you have access to your Akashic Records at any time. The angels want you to know that, because they are energy, emotion, and light. And the way in which you can access them is through meditation. You can set the intention and ask the angels to support you. Sit and lie down, close your eyes, and just bring all your awareness into your heart. You're going to access through your heartbeat. Your heart is beating with a great intelligence. You don't have to think to make your heart beat. It's always beating by the greater, higher dimensional frequency, the soul light that you are. And so you can access the soul light that you are through your heartbeat. So you just focus on your heartbeat, and then you start to feel and sense an expansion from your chest, from your heart outwards into your energy field. And then you ask, angels, enter into my energy field and bring me my Akashic Records, please. And then you'll start to see, feel, sense your book, your experiences. Just take note of what your book's made out of, how it feels. Maybe there's some symbols or crystals or signs. And then open your book and observe what you feel, what you sense, what you experience. You will always be shown exactly what your soul is ready to be seen and to be shown. And you can deeply heal your present life through knowing and accessing and seeing the past, just by knowing and understanding what you have experienced before. You release any emotions, any stuck energies that are trapped in your body, in the present body that you are in. What I've also been shown by the angels is that Earth is the most wonderful opportunity to be love, and that the gateway to love is by accepting the darkness and the light. And what I mean by this is we're often taught or programmed that we've got to always be happy, and we've got to show up the best that we can and be strong and be brave and all these things. But actually what I've been shown is that we've got to accept every emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. It's sensation, it's a vibration, and it sends out frequency waves into the universe, which magnetizes back our reality. I have been shown that this place is a mind-made dream. We imagine ourselves into being. So when we have limited imagination, when we have belief patterns or beliefs that keep us feeling small, for example, we don't believe that we deserve to be seen, or we don't believe that we deserve abundance, or we don't believe that we're good enough, or we believe that we should be carrying the pain that we carry. And all of these beliefs send out frequency waves that keep on magnetizing in people that will trigger us, or experiences that will keep showing us that our beliefs. So we'll keep being hurt by other people and have painful experiences because of our beliefs. Our beliefs are made of thoughts which are electric and emotions that are magnetic. And these electromagnetic beliefs send out frequencies and create the reality. We are truly the creators of our reality. And the only way to come back to the light that we truly are, the peace that we truly are, is by allowing ourselves to witness and see the fullness of who we are. Now we all carry darkness because the mind collects beliefs from our ancestors. It carries beliefs from past lives. It carries beliefs from our schooling, from other people, and from the collective. There's a huge amount of society collective beliefs that are really dense and heavy. And so when we feel an uncomfortable emotion, it is a gateway to liberation and to coming back home to the light that we are. All we have to do is give ourselves permission to sit with the uncomfortable emotion, to notice where in the body you feel it, and to breathe in and out of that space. When you fully see it, it is able to dissolve and release from your field and your energy field. And then it's no longer sending out these frequencies. And then you no longer magnetize in these uncomfortable experiences. I'm going to share with you my personal experience. I have suffered with depression, deep sadness from a young age. Part of my beautiful gift is that I can see, feel, and hear beyond this dimension. And it's a lot to be able to see auras and to be able to feel everyone's energy and to be able to know things about everyone and everything at a young age. And at that age, I didn't know how to work with it. Now I've trained and I've been doing this for 24 years. I'm an intuitive healer. I'm a spiritual teacher. And so I'm very comfortable with it now. But as a teenager, it was a lot. And it became too much. I just wanted to end my life. It was too much. And there actually was a time where I jumped, I tried to jump in front of a train, but that day the train was on the other train track. And then the angel said to me, "It's not your time." And because I hear them and speak with the angels all the time, I really took that as such a huge sign. And then this depression, this sadness, it got so heavy and so strong for me later on in life. And what I did was I went to a Vipassana, which is a 10-day silent retreat. They take away your phone. You don't have even a pen and paper. You're not even allowed to do yoga or any other practice. You meditate. You're meditating all day, and you're not allowed eye contact or any contact with anyone. So you're basically just with your own mind. And on day 5, I got to see how some of the darkness that was in my mind. And I was sitting there in a hall of 80 other people and just meditating. And then my mind said to me, "Don't worry, Natalie, if you don't get through this, you can just go and hang yourself in a hotel room like you've done in a past life." And my whole body started to tremble and shake. And I was crying, and the teachers took me into the back and they sang to me and they sprayed some essential oil on me. And then when I could speak again, I said, "Will I ever see that dark voice again?" And they said, "Once you face what is in your own mind, once you allow yourself to see it, it bubbles up to the surface, and the light of your soul is so bright that it dissolves it." And that experience for me was so profound. And I can see it throughout my life and helping thousands of people. I can see how it's changed their life. Every single emotion is a portal for you coming home to the soul that you are. And your soul exists in the present moment. And every emotion that you experience comes in its polarity. So if you're feeling anxiety, then there is also going to be great expansion, bliss, and light in your energy field at the same time. So sit and notice where in the body you feel that contraction, the tightness, the tension. Bring all awareness to that area. Wherever you focus is where you bring the light of your soul. So you bring all your focus and attention to that part of the body. You breathe there. You allow yourself to cry, to feel, to be, and something incredible is going to happen. You're going to shift, you're going to release, and you're going to feel lighter and lighter. When we let go of those belief patterns, when we let go of those dense emotions, when we truly release them, the light that we are is able to shine brighter. You are like the most purest being. You are the most purest being. You're not like it. You are. And then every belief that you carry and that you take on wraps around that pure light that you are. And then you start to believe your mind, and you start to believe what it's telling you. And sometimes the mind can be so harsh. And when you start to witness and see the mind, you notice something. You are not the mind. You are the awareness. You are the light, the energy that has been very focused on the mind. But you are not the mind. You are consciousness. You are consciousness having a unique experience. Consciousness is the oneness, is source, is God, is divine light. And then consciousness wants to experience itself. And how can oneness experience itself when it's one? It needs to be separate from itself to experience itself. So a spark of mind energy, and mind is so powerful. Mind is what's creating all of this. As the spark is created, and then you are created, because the soul that you are gets together with your guides, plans your life. You bring all of that light that you are into this body, and you have this miracle of an experience. It is such a miracle to be alive and to have a human experience. Now, some of you might be asking what you can do to maintain awareness and to keep that connection, to keep remembering that you are the light soul, the beautiful being. I have 5 tools that are deeply grounding and supportive. The first one is awareness. Awareness means to notice the beliefs. By noticing them, you create an arm's length distance between you, the awareness, the light, and the beliefs. Don't believe everything you think. Be curious. Ask, where did that belief come from? Is it based on truth? You know, when your mind tells you something, question your mind. Maintain the awareness. That's the first one. The second one is emotions. Emotions are energy vibrating in the body. You only give them power when you believe in them. So come back to remembering this truth. Emotions are energy, sensations in the body. That's all they are. It's only when the mind classifies them and judges them that they become intense. So if you can observe them and sit with them and just notice them as energy, you can dissolve them even quicker. An emotion wants to move out of your system, wants to move out of your body. If you observe it for what it is, just energy, it'll move out of you in 90 seconds. But if you judge it and attach to the stories that it's making you feel and the fear, then it stays longer. The third one is powerful. Follow your inspiration. When you feel inspired, it means that you are in divine connection with your soul. You are in spirit, inspired. Inspiration, passion, desire comes from your soul. Follow that. Whenever you feel inspired, run with it. Say yes to it. Go with it. Don't let any fear block you or stop you. The fourth one, come back to the present moment as often as you can. And this is a wonderful tool to help you. Ask yourself, where am I experiencing this moment from? How am I sensing? How am I experiencing this moment? And where am I experiencing this moment from? And then you'll notice where you are, the soul, where you're experiencing this moment from. It brings you back into the present moment immediately and connects you to your soul. And then the fifth one is know thyself. The light that you are is the truth of you. You are not the mind, but you have a mind. It's your greatest tool. You are not the character in this beautiful dream that you are creating. You are consciousness. You are the oneness. And you're getting to play the character. This is a play that you get to enjoy. But remember the truth of you, that you are God, you are one, you are light, you are the creator. Now I'm going to channel the angels. I am a channeler, a spiritual guide. I'm going to take a few breaths and then channel the angels and see what messages they have for us. You are going through the greatest awakening. The earth runs in cycles, and there have been thousands of awakenings on earth before. This awakening is special for you because you are alive, you are present, and you have chosen to be on earth for it. What the awakening means is that many are remembering that they are not just the character in the dream, but that they are the dreamer, the experience of dreaming, and the dream itself, meaning that you are everything. And when this awakening began, people started to connect more to their intuition, being able to communicate telepathically, being able to communicate with loved ones who have passed. And this is going to accelerate. More and more of you are now able to channel your own guides, connect with higher frequency realms of angels, and connect with your own higher self and your own inner wisdom. You have access to all the wisdom because you are pure light, and pure light holds all information. So what is happening on earth is that the more light that is coming in, it is like shining the greatest torch in a room that is filled with furniture. And as the torch shines on the furniture, you are able to see all of those beliefs that no longer serve you, that have kept you small, confined, and attached, that have kept you in fear and stopped you from having greater experiences. And that light that you are starts to dissolve all those fears, and the room empties. And in the past, you've been fearful and scared of the emptiness, but more and more of you are no longer scared of the void. You are no longer scared of the emptiness, because you know that the emptiness is very, very full. It is truth. It is consciousness. And so as more of you are awakening, you are creating massive ripples of light on your earth. And it is showing up the darkness. So right now, the split is at its maximum. Maximum light, maximum dark. You're able to see it in your own mind, where you can see where your mind is judging yourself or others, where you have your own fears. And you're able to see it in others. Look at the governments. Look at the split in the different countries and different people and different opinions, what people believe in. People are becoming more opinionated and sharing them. It is showing the split. And in order to come back to unity and oneness, the polarity needs to be seen. And so it is happening here on earth. And for the next 5 years, you're going to be able to dissolve more of the blockages much more easily. More light is coming to earth. More angels are here to support you. And you're going to feel more empowered in yourself. You might notice flashes of light. These flashes are the angels, and we are supporting you. Pay attention to the numbers, the symbols, the signs. We send you messages. Everything is in divine perfection. A new earth is arising from within, meaning that more people will feel called to living in community. Money is changing in its frequency, and there is going to be a new currency that enters. A whole new currency. It's very exciting. You'll see it's coming. It's nothing that's being created at the moment. It's something new. It's coming within the next 3 years. Old ways need to crumble for the new ways, which are heartfelt and love-led, to grow and expand on the earth. This is a wonderful time to be alive. There is a possibility of 5 earthquakes happening at a similar time, dotted around in different parts of the earth. And when they happen, they're going to send a resonance into the ocean. This resonance is a beautiful frequency and pattern, and hundreds of thousands will feel it, and it will be felt like your heart is cracked open to a love that you have never felt before, and you're going to feel more connected to nature and to everybody and everyone. This is coming, and you will feel it. Those who are in more of a denser, lower frequency may not feel it. They might feel something else. They might feel like they are going through some healing, or they might have an emotional release. You will all feel it in the way that you are ready to feel it. Your earth has been running with masculine energy for thousands of years. Masculine energy is the manifesting, the creating, the doing, and the thinking, using the mind. As things start to shift, there is more feminine energy coming in. This is more of the being, receiving, understanding, more compassion, more stillness. And with this energy, more of you are going to feel empowered and inspired to, instead of work to earn money, you will rather find out in your heart what inspires you, and you will trust that inspiration as a message of your soul, and you will start to do that work, and money will flow abundantly from that which you do. In the past, there was a dense energy around money and work, but you are releasing this. New schools are going to pop up with new ways of teaching. You're going to teach many of these truths that have come through today in this session. There is a new species of animal that feels like it is going to be born on the earth. Or maybe it's not so new, it's old, and it's going to be uncovered, rediscovered. And there is a new you that is being uncovered. You are remembering the light that you are, and you are shining so much brighter. You have the opportunity in this lifetime to shed all those layers and blocks that have been stopping you. And when you remember the fullness of who you are, you truly create such a loving, happy, joyful life. There will be less suffering. But first you are going through a birthing or a rebirthing canal where you are dissolving all of that which you have been clinging on to, which you have been believing in. And as you dissolve it, it is like going through a dark tunnel, and then you come out and you feel fresh, new, inspired, and light. And this is what is happening. It is a wonderful time to be alive. We are with you. Call on the angels to support you and ask us to beam light into your aura. Notice how it feels, and you will receive very, very deeply into your heart, into your body. You can have spontaneous healing. Healing means coming back to wholeness. Many of you are or have been carrying dis-ease, which means lack of flow of ease. As you return to the present moment and feeling more of the light that you are, wholeness returns, and you can have sporadic and spontaneous healing. But if you have any blocks in your mind, if you don't believe, it could block you from the full healing. It might be smaller. Keep releasing those blockages and come home to the present moment of the light that you are. It is not outside of you. There is nothing to seek or find outside of you. It has always been here. You are who you've been looking for. You are the greatest teacher. You are the greatest master, and you have access to all the wisdom. You may listen to others and receive from others, but remember that you can access all that they share and more by spending time alone in your heart. This is coming through to you with so much light. May you feel it. Beautiful souls. Wow, I can feel so much energy and light buzzing through me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this time with me. From my heart and soul, I feel so much gratitude for being here. And if you'd like to connect with me, my website is natalienamaste.com. From myself and the angels, namaste.